So now we are with Simon, a training manager, and Jeremy, who's marketing manager with ADIDAS. The floor is yours. Thank you, Camille. Good morning to all of you. As you saw in the video, ADIDAS keeps investing massively to be a credible brand in running, with races and partner athletes, and with major investments in media and physical as well in marketing. ADIDAS also invests in training to bring you the technologies and be there in the field to explain our new technologies. And talking about technologies, you have them on the screen. Our development teams have worked a lot over the past years to switch from mono technology, which was the boost, to 6 platforms designed on benefits, so high-range platforms, and 3 are direct impact to you at Decathlon, so Light Strike, Dream Strike, and Repetitor. So let's move on to the next slide, which combines the 5 silos for ADIDAS with the technologies I've just mentioned. So for running and lightness and speed, ADI0 with the Light Strike. For everyday comfort and supports Supernova with Dream Strike. Then for maximum cushioning and shock absorption, ADISTAR. For Energize runs Ultra Boost with Light Boost, and for forward motion, 4D and Switch for the 4D technology. The 3 franchises that are interesting for us today are ADI0, Supernova, and ADISTAR. So before looking at the performance, we'll talk briefly about the offer at Decathlon for ADIDAS. So we have one that is designed more for beginning runners that want cushioning, comfort, versatility at the right price. So you have 3 products: Run Falcon, Galaxy, and Run Falcon Plus. That is a new product, exclusive product at Decathlon at €50 from this season. For these 3 products, the upper is mesh and the sole is EVA with the cloud foam technology, and the outsole is rubber. So no major difference from a technology point of view. It's mainly from a design point of view, with also a difference in terms of the foam that is a bit thicker on Galaxy, for example, and Run Falcon a bit more, well, you feel closer to the ground, basically. Now let's move on to performance. We start with ADI0 SL. So ADI0, so from the speed silo, 2 benefits to bear in mind with this shoe. So lightness and speed. So the weight is 232 grams. So it's really the #1 benefit for this shoe. It will be available at a price of €150 with the 2 colors that you have on the screen that are the same for men and women. And this color will be worn by ADIDAS runners during the Olympic Games with a huge visibility as of this summer. Good morning, everyone. And so I will talk about ADI0 SL more in detail, the shoe you have here. First of all, in terms of the manufacturing, we want something that is lighter, more lightness, but with comfort on the heel, and as you see on the lug as well, to bring this comfort to the shoe. The main evolution is the foam. The foam has evolved a lot compared to the first version. We have 3 layers. The first one here, which is Light Strike 2.0, so is softer and brings more comfort, basically. So more cushioning, and at the same time brings stability. In the middle, you have Express Pro that brings the dynamic dimension, and that will be on the whole length. And then on the sides, you have another layer, so to bring the supports and then more stability. And on the outer part, you have AdiWear that brings maximum level of grip while remaining very light. So we want basically lightness, dynamism, while remaining comfortable for ADI0 SL2. Now let's move on to the second shoe, ADISTAR. ADIDAS for long runs, two main benefits, so cushioning and shock absorption. So it remains the best product for the long distance runs or for runners that weigh a little bit more and they want more cushioning and shock absorption. You can see it on the screen. You have two colors, white for men and pink for ladies, and the price is €140. For this shoe, very classical. For the sole, we have the Repetitor 2.0 for more cushioning. You see this comfort on this sole for maximum shock absorption. And then, as you can see on the upper part, more comfort as well, with more width to fit more consumers. And on top of that, this is a shoe that you can see is a bit wider, and so it brings more stability, and it fits basically consumers that are a bit bigger, basically. In terms of the shoe, we also have the ADIDAS sole that you can see here with more studs, so more grip as well, so for more rocky roads without going for trousers the same. Third franchise, Supernova Rise. So Supernova Rise, one thing to remember, is super comfortable. So two benefits, comfort and support. So it's adapted for interval training and for daily runners, basically. So it's €160, and again, you have the two colors, gray for men and taupe for women. So for this Supernova Rise here, you have a new foam, Dream Strike Plus, which is inspired from elite competition foam, Light Strike Pro. And so with this foam, we bring something very light and comfortable on the shoes, very soft. And on top of that, it's very light and comfortable, so you might feel it's a bit unstable. But in fact, we worked with a plate as well, which is just under the shoe. You can see it here in green. And so this plate is made of foam, and so we didn't forget about comfort, but also we keep more stability thanks to this dual density. For the inner sole, we have something very cushy, very comfortable, and also ADIDAS on the outsole for more grip, so while remaining light. So Supernova is really super comfortable. If I may, we have a question. So why did you develop semi-foam? Is it confusing for consumers? So it could be confusing for consumers. We have several types of foams, but each silo has got its own foam. So each consumer don't always have the same needs. So we want to make sure that each consumer has a foam that answers their needs. So a bit more dynamic or a bit more in between with Supernova, where it's very comfortable, but at the same time the foam that is dynamic, or something that really absorbs shock with ADIDAS. So we really wanted to fit all needs for all consumers that could be different, and so each silo has got their type of consumers and their type of foam. Let's move on to Boston 12. So Boston 12, which is on the speed silo as well. So clearly here, this shoe is made for runners that are focused on performance and running and want this feeling of running, but with a product that is sustainable and helps you to train as much as possible for long runs or interval training, very light, and with propulsion as well that is specific to this model. The two colors are the same for men and women. So again is the Olympic game color with the athletes, ADIDAS athletes, and it will be available at €160. So to finish with this shoe as well, we'll have several things here. The foam, what do we have in the sole? So the lower part, you can see it on the slides. The outsole is Extract 2.0 to bring the stability. So Light Strike 2.0 amortizes and brings comfort, cushioning. And on the upper, you have Light Strike 2.0. You have seen it before. It's the best performing foam, the most dynamic that we have at ADIDAS. And in the middle, you can see here, we see not so much on this version, but you might have seen it before. We have e-rods inside the shoe to have maximum level of energy return and propulsion on these shoes, on thrust. So for all our shoes, whether Boston, ADIDAS, you have technologies that are visible. So it's easy for you in stores to see these technologies. If you can't remember the name, it doesn't matter, it's written on it. You can see it, and it's easy to show to customers. So to summarize, you have here the whole of the performance offer for Adidas at Decathlon. So the 3 different silos. So for running, Adizero, Boston, and Adizero SL for maximum light and speed. For comfort, Supernova, as you understood. And for long runs and cushioning and shock absorption, Adistar.
Merci.
Thank you. Great, thank you very much, guys. Now we can move on to New Balance with Chloe.